What it do? What it do? What it do? It's your boy Sensos, the host with the most. Welcome to the Land Your Plane Podcast 910. You already know we got a full house tonight. The full panel is here. What we doing, fellas? What we doing?
What up,
Sensos? What's good?
Chilling,
What
man.
up? What up? What up?
Man, just happy to see y'all, fellas. Happy to see y'all. What it do? What it do, Lowski? What it do, baby? What it do, Rob?
Happy to be here on this platform with my brothers.
Hey, I see you, Chief Street.
Real good.
Got Bezel in here, Schoolboy Bez. What's happening? Treo in the building.
Love it.
Okay. Well, look, man, what we getting into, man? I mean, yo, this been on my mind, man. What's going on with the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese situation?
Talking about the situation that happened when she fouled her?
Yeah, like what's going on with that?
One can ball and one can't ball.
Pass.
You being too clearly correct. You being too correct about this. One can ball and one can't ball. It's a media driven rivalry. It's a media driven rivalry. It shouldn't even be in the same sentence, same breath.
Yes, they
one
should.
is on a Steph Curry level.
Yes, they should, bro.
Huh?
Both of them bringing something to the table, man.
One of them a fucking Instagram model and the other one a true baller.
Yeah, but we just
only fan.
Yeah, we just used to fucking
better than that woman, man. That woman, a basketball player, man.
Man, we just used to seeing bulldaggers playing basketball. That girl switched that shit up. Now they got down watching them come through the tunnel, watching they outfits, whatever they got on, just like the men. She brought the eyes to the game. Now Caitlin Clark can play basketball better than her.
Yes.
I give her that all day, but she brought eyes to the game, bro. I got tired of seeing them bulldaggers, man.
What the eyes that she bringing are the wrong eyes. They not the eyes that move the needle. The eyes that move the needle is Caitlin Clark. I don't watch women basketball like that. And I'm gonna be real. When I heard about her in college, I started watching her, right? And I start watching her in the WNBA. I start watching her Angel because I started hearing more about Caitlin. So she brought me to watch both of them, right? And as I'm watching both of them, I'm like, one is a scrub. And one could really play. And if we look factually at the attendance and we look at the real numbers, raw numbers, about 6,000 people come to Angel Reese play. 6,000, 7,000. They had like 7,000, 6,000. And then when Caitlin Clark came, they had 16,000 and then went back to 7,000. Then it went back to 6,000. So basically the bottom line is she don't move the needle. They come to see it when she come. Nobody really want to even see. Nobody really want to even see. If you watching basketball to watch girls run up and down the court, sweaty girls, you kind of weird anyway.
Yeah, but
so the way I look at it, I look at it in two different ways. I look at it in two different ways. So if I'm having a conversation with my homies behind closed doors and we having a basketball conversation, then I can give Caitlin her flowers, right? Because she is the more skilled basketball player. But at the same time, this done became like a national conversation, and race done got involved. And anytime race get involved, I got to pick a side. And I'm rolling with Angel Reese.
This shit ain't got nothing to do with no race, man.
This shit got everything to do with race.
This ain't got nothing to do with race.
So when they call Angel, wait a minute, let me lay my play. So when they call Angel Reese a nigga on the court,
She said she didn't even hear it.
Listen. They got an investigation going on right now. Check the facts.
The investigation said that it didn't happen. In her post-game interview, she mentioned nothing of it. This is a media-driven thing. That's what this all is about. It's media-driven. She didn't even hear it. The investigation, and those are fans at the end of the day. Those aren't people paid by the Indiana Fever to say come in there and say this about her. She really playing this thing out. She really don't have a real good
So what we coming to agreement is that this is not a racially charged rivalry. Y'all got to be kidding. Y'all got to be kidding. Y'all got to be kidding.
Listen though, even though it don't have anything to do with race, don't race have to do with them numbers of attendance that Dream just screamed out? Because you got I think the black people is a minority, white people is a majority. Then of course more people is going to show up for Caitlin Clark than it is that people gonna show up for Angel Reese.
It's a skill thing, Chief. Chief is a skill. It's my fault, man. But I gotta address this. It's a skill thing, Chief.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what I'm saying to you is, throughout the whole time of the existence of the WNBA, they have not turned over a profit. They've been losers, right? They have nobody to be a prototype of somebody you can put in the NBA. You can't. No woman can be Michael Jordan or LeBron James or Kobe Bryant. There's a woman whose prototype is Steph Curry. So now they have something to actually market to the public. And what the women are doing, they're being so jealous.
And you can't find a prototype for Angel Reese, a double machine?
No.
Can she dunk? Can
Caitlin dunk?
No, she shoot threes like Steph Curry.
And Angel Reese is a double machine.
She missing every layup and getting the rebound. She garbage. She trash.
Yeah, her layup package is garbage, but she's still a player, man. Like
she's shooting 39%, so and she's only shooting layups. You know how bad that is?
Is she a champion? Is she a national champion?
With a bunch of other 5-star recruits. Caitlin Clark went to a school that didn't have a whole bunch of 5-star recruits and met her in the national championship.
And got knocked off.
They're not of the same ilk.
And got knocked off.
It ain't even the same. It ain't the same ilk. What it is, my nigga, Batman ain't shit without the Penguin. Batman ain't shit without Bane. You need a good guy and a bad guy. We wouldn't respect Caitlin Clark as much as we do without Angel Reese, bro. That shit they've been had going on since AAU, then college. We probably don't even respect Caitlin Clark if we don't got Angel Reese being her nemesis like that, bro.
Why can't we get a better nemesis
ball
though?
Against her, she's on the same level, no. But both of them are very important what they did for the WNBA, bro.
All I'm saying to combat any of you, right? All I'm saying is mainly to Treo.
Your mic.
If we going minds,
no, you good.
Let me say this.
Still doing it.
To combat what Treo was saying, pretty much you right. Every character, need a hero and need a villain. But let's just pick a better villain. Like Batman had worthy adversaries. He had the Joker. He had people that can play real games and play real. She garbage. Let's get somebody out there that's good. Compare her to don't compare Michael Jordan to Dennis Rodman.
If the comparison shit was about basketball, then maybe they would pick a better basketball adversary. But that ain't the conversation, Dream. It's a racial conversation, and that's why they picked the blackest. That's why they. Oh, let me land my plane. That's why they picked the blackest woman who act the blackest, right? To go against the great white hope in Caitlin Clark.
Bringing attention to herself through things other than basketball. If her game don't speak for her. It's her sex appeal, her image that's bringing other people. She shouldn't even be compared to her. She's being compared to her.
She can't be sexy and play basketball at the same time.
That's what she here for. That's what I think she here for, bro.
And
I got tired of seeing them Bulldogs, man. Every time we watch basketball, them bitches look just like us. I got tired of seeing that shit, bro. Nobody don't want to see that shit, man.
It's an image now.
Fuck
It's an image, man. It's an image.
That girl is bringing eyes over
now,
I'm
man.
telling you.
Damn right.
But this is the thing. What I'm saying, I like to keep the main thing the main thing. If we talking about basketball, I want to see basketball players because if I have to get off or I have to look at something appealing, I go on IG or we can go look at porn. We can do anything. We don't have to look at that shit. I want to see basketball. Compare her to a real basketball player. She's not a good basketball player.
She pretty good for
That's both worlds, Chief. Best of both worlds, Chief.
She's at the highest level that a woman can get in basketball.
Best
so
of
she
both
has
worlds, baby.
She's at the highest level of basketball.
You get the image.
Correct.
You get the ball play.
She's at the highest level. You can't go no higher than where she is. So she has to have some type of basketball IQ or some type of skill set.
For sure.
She does. She does. But if we comparing her to her.
Yeah, she's not
even in the league. If we compare her to people of her same ilk, she's not even in a league. She has numbers based upon her being bad. She misses 6 layups in a row and grabs 6 rebounds. That's stats because you're bad.
She could miss 6 shots and don't grab none of the rebounds.
That means she a workhorse.
That means she a workhorse.
Basically, what we're doing is we comparing Steph. So Caitlin Clark's prototype is Steph Curry. Her prototype to me is like Buck Williams. It's like Terry Cummins. It's like
this comparison is more Magic Bird than anything. For what they doing for the sport. Yes. For what they doing for the sport, this is more Magic Bird than she helping it.
She hurting the sport more than she helping it. It's a dude in the NBA.
You a damn lie. You a damn lie.
You
a damn lie, man. You wildin', bro. No, you wildin'. Way more eyes on that shit since she came. Them two. Nah, you wildin'.
No, she's a product of her.
She's a good-looking double-double machine. She's a good-looking double-double machine.
Yeah.
Great looking double machine.
A great looking thick ass double machine, Dream.
I did show a player one-on-one any day. Teach me something.
Watch her.
You got to stop doing that girl like that, man.
I never said she was ugly. I never said none of that. All I said, if we talking basketball, she ain't good. If we compare her to that, if we trying to make those two rivals, that's a bad rivalry. That's bad. That's bad.
Not apparently to the.
So let me ask you a question, just so I can get a better understanding. So what got us here then? What got her in that position to be Caitlin's adversary?
College.
She got what you call the black girl magic thing. You know how they all high and mighty is like the Jasmine Crockett's and her and it basically. She got this sassiness that, it buys into a certain image. But what I'm saying is that image don't have nothing to do with basketball. You know what I mean? That's the image playing on the emotion of the black people. You know what I mean?
Is she helping or hurting the sport?
She kind of hurting it because she's showing
she's filling seats, bro. She's filling seats. And maybe
I just gave the numbers. She not.
About the numbers.
The seats though is motherfuckers showing up to see her play. Her name ring bells. She ain't a name that you can name and you like, who the fuck is that? You see her name.
I want to say this because it's about numbers, right? Me and Trey used to have these talks. I'm not even Trey. I'm gonna say I was online and we having these talks and they talking about numbers and I say about NBA Youngboy, right? So if he the most streamed artist, right? If he the most streamed artist, then his shows should sell out, right? So if y'all telling me she's popular, then the seats should be packed. Why the seats only packed when Caitlin Clark did? Can please anybody answer that?
That's a bad analogy, man. That's a bad analogy, man.
No, it's not because NBA Youngboy out and he free, right? So he get to go on tour. So he should sell out every arena and everywhere he go. And the seats and the ticket should be $200 or $300.
Hold on though. Do you know his fan base?
That was beautiful, Dream.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
I don't. You know his mostly black people, right? So if the ticket's $200 and $300, everybody ain't gonna be able to be there. So you can't.
The ticket's $200-$300 for Drake and Kendrick.
It don't matter. He got different fans.
He not Drake and
different fan base. Different fan base.
Yeah.
He's a whole different type of nigga.
And Caitlin Clark got a white fan base.
I might kind of gotta go with Dream on this one, man. Like, he should sell out. Like, you get the most streams, yo. Like,
the artists in the world. If they say you more streams,
he get the most streams. So that means you got fans everywhere.
They should be stealing from their parents to go to your concert. Not telling anybody to do that, but if you the most streamed artist in the world, everybody should say, "Mom, for Christmas, I just want to go see NBA Youngboy. For my birthday, put it all in one." He should be sold out.
Yeah, but
so we gonna see if numbers are fake or numbers are real.
No, NBA Youngboy fans are the little young ones out here that's really on the bullshit. That's really thinking they are who they really not, and making the move to the little niggas selling little bags of bud stuff. That really is his fans. So if you put them in the House of Blues down in South Carolina, they will flood that shit 3 times.
Yeah, but if he's the number one streaming artist in the world, you don't put him at the House of Blues. You put him in the arena. You put him in Dallas Stadium. You put him in Europe. You put them in Turks and Caicos. You put him in Tokyo, Japan.
But we also got we also got to keep in mind though the safety factor, right? Because a lot of them young white boys, a lot of them young white boys and white kids, period, they live through us through the music. It's safer to watch Youngboy on YouTube than it is to go to a Youngboy show.
But if he's the number one streaming, he's an investment. He has a 360 deal. So that means he's an investment. Meaning, if I'm the number one streaming artist, it's now time for me to cash in on my investment. You are now free to travel. So I'm going to put you out before the world. I'm going to put you in front of 100,000 people minimum every time. He should be able to sell that out if you're the number one person in the world. So we're going to prove that numbers be lying. Because Drake sell out no matter where he go.
Kind of out of my wheelhouse because that's the only
nigga that do it. Everybody it stars bigger than Youngboy when it comes to
Taylor Swift sell out. They saying that he's got bigger numbers than all of them.
Shit, Travis Scott sold out. His shit.
Hold on,
the Astro World Tour. Like niggas sell out now.
You gotta think about the average kid, the average black kid, and the average white kid. The average white kid got that kind of money. No offense, but the average black kid don't have that kind of money to go to the show. He would definitely
a lot of black kids.
He would definitely be there. I promise. If they had the money,
and
he would definitely
jumping off stage, punching people in the face at shows.
No, but
smart too.
Number one streaming means number one. Number one mean if listen, I'm trying to get y'all to just picture this for real. Just seriously picture this. You got Taylor Swift, you have Drake, you have Beyonce. They're saying his music gets played more than all of them. So no matter what the price is, it's still going to be majority of white fans in the audience at everybody's show. Everybody know at NBA arenas, NFL arenas, at concerts, it's majority going to be white people, right? Yeah, so what I'm saying to you is it should be sold out.
Yeah.
So we got to check back and look at the numbers.
Unless you got parents who fucking look at the news and say, Johnny, you is not going to that boy show.
Exactly.
Yeah, them kids.
Johnny mama ain't letting Johnny go to no NBA Youngboy show.
It's kind of a governor.
And if he in a 360 deal, and if he in the 360 deal, then the label getting paid off of him from the platforms and shit, so they could care less whether he sell out arenas or not.
But you don't think they'll make more money? You don't think they'll make more money by streaming him live at a concert, ticket sales? They selling beer, they selling merch, they selling all this at 100,000 people. They also filming it for the people that can't see.
Sure.
So if they will make even more money if he can tour, and that he's their investment. So why wouldn't they put him out before the world? I mean, they put him out before the world. He's getting out there telling you, y'all better come to my shows. Why he got to do that if he number one stream? I ain't never heard Drake say y'all better come to my show.
Oh,
I ain't heard him.
He's a question mark, man. You never know what
he's a question mark. He ain't a safe investment like Drake. Drake is a safe investment.
Drake, he's solid. But NBA Youngboy, you don't know what to expect. The fucking day of the show, he might get caught with a damn pistol, just on some dumb shit. That's just him.
As a parent, let's say I didn't know anything about NBA Youngboy. My child asked me, "Pops, can you buy me a ticket to go see NBA Youngboy?" I go do my research and see this nigga jump off the stage and punch somebody in the face. No, you can't go see him.
Right.
At all.
You see the news behind it with the guns he got caught with, this kind of shit going on.
So you think so y'all telling me you never think no teenager ever went to an NWA concert or a Luke 2 Live crew concert or Snoop Dogg concert? Nah, we talking about Crips. We talking about people that saying fuck the police. We talking about what we saying here.
But the generation now move different, bro. Way different.
We got confused and mixed up as far as the streaming and the concert wise go. You got to understand with these phones, computers, tablets, these kids from 8 to whatever age they want to be to stream and listen to whatever they want as far as that goes. So that's why the streaming numbers is high. As far as he don't captivate a whole family of all age levels like a Drake would, like a Beyonce would, like I understand the music can I do that? And I got a 20-year-old son, 21-year-old son who could go to the concert on his own. But he already asked me before for a concert before, and it's not my kind of music. It's something you and your friends will go to. So me as a parent ain't supporting that +1 ticket. So that's why a lot of the ticket sales for him, as far as appearances, would be down. But as far as adults, the kids that listen to streaming, the adults is super outnumbered by the kids. They super outnumbered by the kids. So yeah, his streaming is going to be really high. But like they said, his appearances, as far as being there, kids having money available to get there, or just being, because we could get up and go to Charlotte. Every kid here that's in that teenage range is going to get up and just drive their car and go to Charlotte, to these arenas. So yeah, his numbers is going to be down and stuff like that as far as arenas. But streaming, every kid have a phone. My son had a phone since he was like 9 years old, 10 years old. So you take 10 years old to fucking 25.
So basically what you're saying is we should be looking forward to seeing him on the Chitlin circuit.
Basically what we saying is don't let the number, whatever the tour numbers do, don't let that make you think that the streaming numbers is fake.
Yeah, the streaming numbers is real through the kids and the teenagers and the people who captivate.
Not real.
They are the streaming numbers. I'm telling you, man.
Like Juvie said, man, I'd rather see it on TV than to see it in person, man. You never know what the fuck may go down at an NBA Youngboy concert, man.
Now, at this point, since y'all talking NBA, bro, let's just go. We just seen your man Ant-Man get knocked off. Big question is everybody want to know. Is Ant-Man ready for this shit or no, man?
You talking about the top 5 guys, right? No.
His team.
I'm saying we talking about we talking about all time, or we talking about current?
We
right now.
We're talking current.
His era of basketball players, he ready to be top 5?
Right.
Is he ready to be top 5?
Yes.
I think he top 5 now, but I thought the question you was asking, you know what I mean, was because they was comparing him to Mike. He ain't ready to be that.
We got
Luka.
They need to stop comparing.
Stop saying Luka. Stop saying Luka.
We got
Y'all gotta stop
Luka.
saying
He there. We got Joker. We got SGA. Tatum.
Luka not there, man.
Luka not there. That's a whole nother. But it's Ant-Man in there.
Ant-Man.
Yes.
It's Ant-Man. You got the Greek Freak. You got Tatum. You got Joker. And SGA. Luka ain't in there. Luka don't fit in there.
Luka in there.
Ant-Man can bust all their ass. He can.
No, Ant-Man in there.
He said he can't, G?
I say he can.
Luka been further than Ant-Man. Luka took his whole team to the finals.
With Kyrie.
Twice.
Once.
Once.
With Kyrie. Kyrie was there, the guy that hit the shot for LeBron.
Ant-Man ain't do that yet. So how you gonna put him over Luka?
He don't got Kyrie. He got Cat. You know that the Cat. He had Cat last year. That loser that just lost with the Knicks.
Nah, but see, not Dream. Listen, he went to the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, the Western Conference Finals twice. I think it's more of a supporting cast for him.
Damn.
For who? Ant?
Yeah,
I like Ant. Listen, let's don't get it.
I think Ant need that one veteran player.
No, it don't like that no more. It don't like that no more.
No, not for him.
He been in the league. He been in the league.
I ain't talking about like a super old vet.
Yeah.
Not a super old vet, but somebody just with a little more experience than him. Like
got Mike Conley over there.
Yeah, but ain't that dude, bro.
He needs somebody else young that can bust ass like he can.
Exactly. He needs somebody that can play off the ball with him.
How Russell Westbrook and KD was at the time.
No.
Like Russell and KD.
He needs somebody over there with him, man.
No.
Randall is not that dude.
No, we don't.
Conley is not that dude.
So we don't feel like Ant-Man had enough this year to do it.
Nah.
He didn't have enough.
No.
He did.
Not at all.
Right.
OKC, not for OKC. No, he didn't have enough for OKC. The problem with Ant, that from my perspective, the problem with Ant, he's a top 5 basketball player. He's one of the most exciting basketball players. And he has one of the best upsides. He got some of the best mindset when it comes to it, but sometimes he don't when it comes to big games. when it comes to big games, he don't mentally approach them in a way where he's going to strategize to beat a team. He want to dribble through 3 and 4 people, and that when you get to the playoffs, I'm gonna take this with him as learning piece. I can't really say that from my perspective, I can't say that he's not going to be ready by next year or maybe another year from now. You know, because it took Mike 8 years to get one. It took LeBron 9 years to get one. You know what I mean? It might be a maturing thing with him because he has all of the tools. I just want to see him approach the game from a more strategic way. He tried to dribble through OKC. That defense too good for that. They got like 5 elite defenders that start. You got to come from a triple threat in some of them. So that's just a mental approach. But like I said, he's one of my favorite players. I feel like he's a top 5 player. But the way he went out, I didn't expect him going out like that. With
the mentality that he got, do you think that he was supposed to lead the team that he had this year to a championship?
I believe you're supposed to go out a certain type of way. Right? Basically, when you watch a movie and you see the guy rob a bank, he have a shootout with the cops. He usually kill a cop or two, or kill a security guard, and he gets shot. If you're going to lose a certain type of way. You don't lose taking 10 shots. You don't lose taking 23s. You lose. Michael Jordan, when he lost to Boston, he had 60-something points. You go out. If they're going to mention you with Mike, talking about you, his son, you lose a certain type of way. You don't lose.
He was supposed to lose.
No, it was a better team. So the majority of the people had OKC picked. I think we had OKC. So it's not about if his team matched. I think everybody can see with the eyes OKC was a better team, but just lose a certain type of way. That's all I'm saying.
My thing with him is that I don't think Ant-Man, I don't think he make the game easier with the talent he have for his teammates. And he got to understand one of the elements of making the game easier with the talents that he have for his other teammates. I'm going to take a page from my brother book, and what he said the first time with LeBron, and LeBron ain't winning till he do it. Until that man start learning how to play with his back to the basket and make moves out of there,
100%,
it's always going to be a problem for him. It's always going to be a problem for him until he learn that.
You know what? And I was swaying Dream way too, because I feel like, I guess you only get better. You know, it like he said, Mike took 8 years. LeBron took how many years to get there and win one.
Harder now. Yeah, the league harder. That's
so like, you know, he probably just getting started, bro. Like,
yeah, he said that nobody gonna work harder than him this offseason. He said nobody is gonna work harder than me this offseason.
You know that nigga like
exactly. So who knows what type of game he will develop by going through these situations? Like,
facts.
See, it's not losses, it's lessons. Now he got to learn from the lessons where the mistakes he made.
Right. That's one with Cat and one with Randall. He just never sealed the deal.
The Cat.
But
Randall,
hold on. Let me land my plane. Let me land my plane though. Like it's like Treyo said about the Celtics. Treyo was saying this about the Celtics. I want to say last year and the year that he was saying. Well, not last year, but the year before that, Treyo was like, Tatum don't know how to finish his dinner. You see what I'm saying? He don't know how to finish his meal. So maybe that's what Ant going through. He don't know how to finish his meal. You see what I'm saying? Look what Tatum did.
Blood, man.
Yeah, it take time, bro. It take time.
I think Ant relies more on the talent that he know he is head and shoulders above the rest of others. The reason why he said ain't nobody gonna work harder than him this offseason this time, because these past few years he was playing off talent and pure talent. I don't think he was working as hard as he knew he could have been. And he knows that. I mean, to work hard every year, you got to come back with a better element added to your game. And if that's not one of the things corrected in his game when he come back next year, it will be the same result. I don't care who you put around him.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Definitely. But like I said, it's going to definitely take pieces. It's going to definitely take pieces, man. That's what Boston had to do. Boston had to perfectly yoke that team, bro. And they did. And nobody was able to beat them last year, yo. Nobody was able to beat them.
SGA gonna be here for a while, and he got to go through SGA every year. So
but see,
it ain't getting easier.
It ain't gonna get. It definitely ain't gonna get no easier. But guess what? It's either you gonna build a team to beat them or like just evenly match them. You see what I'm saying?
I don't think he's serious. I don't think he's more serious about basketball than SGA. So you can build whatever team you want to build, and until he gets serious, like I think we all on the same page. We all pulling for Ant. Just because what we represent,
man. Just say the shit. Ant-Man like the fuck, man. You know Ant-Man like the fuck. Y'all niggas be playing, shooting all around the target and shit. Ant-Man like the fuck. Everybody know that.
They throwing darts and missing the target.
Yeah, man. Ant-Man like the fuck in the offseason.
Yo, cut that shit out,
Dream. Play ball in the offseason.
Ant-Man like the fuck. That's hey,
With all the money, I would too.
Hey, Jordan did too.
Nobody saying ain't nothing wrong with it. All I'm saying, when you comparing it to this dude, he better slow down. He better slow down. I tell you that much.
Ant-Man put himself in the limelight too much too, man. See what he did when he beat the Lakers? He got them. He started saying shit. You can't say.
Yes, you could, man. You beat LeBron and Luka, man. You could talk, man. You could talk. You beat LeBron and Luka. You could, man. It's not even that. Like he's competitive. He's supposed to.
Yeah,
you playing sport
though.
When you play sport, it's a back and forth. It's still a respect thing within the game that you playing, but it's sport. It's nothing. I think the people take it more offensive.
But Dream, the motherfucker was walking through LA. Like,
he was having an interaction. He was having an interaction with fans.
Fucking with the fans and shit, man. Yo, Ant-Man. Well, he young though. Like, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it though. He being competitive.
But he keep doing that. He caught out Kyrie last year. I want Kyrie.
Yeah,
Kyrie
man.
cooked his motherfucking
ass.
Now you saying he want SGA.
All right.
You got to stop.
Yeah,
man.
you got to stop that. You can't
Pump
do that,
break.
bro. And then
you
niggas got show up and show out on your ass. You can't do that, bro.
Especially if you ain't gonna focus. Especially if you ain't gonna focus in.
That's what I think it is mainly. But like I said earlier, man, I'm hoping more so that it's a youth thing, like his experience in the NBA, because like I said, he got all of the tools. You know what I mean? It's just I think it's more of a mental approach, and he'll get older.
But see, you know, Jordan never did that shit.
Did what?
Jordan never really like active games and shit and be calling motherfuckers out. Jordan might give you some sass in the game while he doing it to you.
That's why certain, and that's why I was saying earlier with Caitlin, man.
Cole,
we gotta
don't
stop
do
comparing.
That shit.
We gotta stop
Cole
comparing
didn't
certain
do that
people.
Shit.
That's what I was saying earlier. So we gotta stop comparing certain people to certain people. People talking about this man Jordan's son, this man this and that. Let's wait and see what's going on later.
But if you gonna put me up in that category, man, I can't. Shit, I guess I should walk the same. I should walk the same walk that them niggas walking there. You feel me? Like I shouldn't be so arrogant, bro. Like he's arrogant as fuck, bro.
So what? Listen, if you good in sports, you can. It's certain stuff you get away with in sports when you good. And he is good that he can be borderline arrogant, if you want to say that. It's just that the people that he's playing, they team are a little bit better, and they might be just a little bit more serious about it. Let's not get it twisted like he ain't that. He is that. It's just that he just went up against somebody that we all, if we would have had to bet our last, we would have probably put it on OKC over Minnesota.
It goes back to the words of the world famous Lil Dave, man. Don't hit me and can't fight, man.
Can't fight.
Yes, sir.
That's fact.
Yeah, Trey.
Hit
me and can't fight, nigga.
It's no passes for none of that, man. I'm tired of all these passes for all these other motherfuckers. And LeBron head got hammered on.
Oh my God.
For all sorts of things. Hammered on. So I don't want to hear no passes for all these other niggas and all that other shit.
Right. You want to do that?
Speak up, speak out, show up.
I think we should, Dream. I think we should. because
That's
it's a
it.
lot of like you got
For
to
the
give
first,
LeBron his flowers, man. You
for
got
the first 8 years of his career, you always heard about LeBron, then you heard about Wade, Melo, Durant, everybody else pulling along with it. When he separated himself from everything else, then everything else kind of sort of becomes a problem, and that's just how the problem came. So it was never no excuse for him. They always found excuses for Durant. I don't hear nobody saying, yo, 2 of your rings are fraudulent because you went to Golden State. And nobody said it's Curry team, so you can't say that to Curry. But
yeah, you went to a team that bust your ass the year
rings
before.
would have been much harder if Durant wasn't there for them 3 years. So, both came off on the other end.
Hey, Ryan, you sure you want to do this?
We don't got it. We can do whatever.
I think he want to do it. I think he want to do it.
Whatever. But I'm just telling you.
Let me ask you a question. Right now, right now, we talking about Ant. They talking about Ant. It's nicknames. They calling him the Camp Man, right? So it is some people talking about him because he was compared to Mike.
Right.
But he don't. To me,
Right.
I've never seen Mike in him. I seen more Dwayne Wade, right?
Right. Yeah.
LeBron James came out of high school. LeBron James, he wearing the man number. The man saying that he the best. He calling himself the king, right? When you call yourself a king, last I checked, the kings don't even address certain things. They don't address peasants and stuff. You a king, but you went to 10 finals. You lost 6 of them. You lost 6 of them, and one of them, JJ Barea, guarded you. Like he guarded you in the 4th quarter. So when I look back and I really look at him and I say to myself, when we sit there and say the best player of all time, you can't look at the numbers. You only got to go off the eye test, right? And not the little semantics that they put on ESPN. They get paid to juice stuff up. You know what I mean? Like they kind of doing with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, right? LeBron James, he a great player, but when you comparing him to the highest of the high. And when you do that, he don't measure up to them. He don't take the big shots in the moment.
Well, we talking about the number one all-time scorer in NBA history, man. We talking about the number 5 assist passer in NBA history. 2 statistical categories.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Look, I gotta disagree for one reason.
I'm gonna get back on topic with it because I just got a little off topic because I just
stepped in it. Stay here.
A lot of these stars.
Yeah, man, you're playing.
It's
baby.
Excuse making, and the excuse making is okay, but it wasn't okay. That's the only reason why I got off topic because
no. We here
for Durant.
Talk about your man. We here. Talk about your man.
You know what?
Your man went to 10 finals. He lost 6 of them. He lost 6 of them to Steph Curry and got blammed out the gym. He played against the Spurs. Greg Popovich was telling them to back up off him, let him shoot. I sent you that footage a little earlier this week. He played against the Golden State before they even was Golden State. He had a 2-1 lead at his own home and was scared to even shoot the ball, passed it to somebody in the corner that was shaking in their boots at his own home. If you're going to compare him and say he's better than Mike and better than Kobe, they would have never passed it to a bum. Scottie Pippen was wide open when Michael Jordan took the game-winning shot in Utah. When you saying you better than people, you gotta exceed what they're doing. Can you ever imagine Kobe Bryant being guarded by JJ Barea in the finals?
We talking about different mentalities.
We talking about better. We talking about better.
Barbecue chicken.
Talking about better. We talking about better. Y'all can talk about that, all that shit y'all want to talk. We talking about better. We talking about if you had your last dollar, would you pay to see that shit? Would you pay to see the 6'8" dude getting guarded by somebody 5'5"?
How that killer instinct like Mike did.
Jason Terry. The man Jason Terry flying the plane.
You bugging. You taking everybody had their emphasis and they emphasis in the NBA.
Never got locked up by somebody 5'9", right?
Fucking Joe Dumas. They said at some point
in them on the team.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
He had a whole bunch of killers on the team. They was clotheslining people.
Man, like
the man was one-on-one in the post with JJ Barea and couldn't shoot.
They went through. You can't just highlight the situation of one person and they could pull up rooms and streams of everybody else, every other star from Mike to Kobe to Shaq to people who they had issues with throughout their careers.
He did that when he picked his own team. He picked his own timeout. He said he picked his own team and said not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. I'm not exaggerating. He said up to 7. He said 7, and he went into his first finals and let JJ Barea lock him up. I'm serious.
You right. On with that. That's implemented.
Nah. But see, one thing I say about LeBron though, like it might not the way the NBA is moving now, bro. Like it might not be no other players that's gonna win 4 championships.
Nobody gonna be able to control their destiny like LeBron. He's great at
niggas ain't gonna be able to win championships like Golden State and LeBron and Jordan and Kobe did.
Like that. Are they gonna be able to pick their teams? Because you lying. If you mean to tell me that Joker say, I don't want to play in Denver, I want to go to OKC, you telling me he can't win some rings with them? And then he say, I don't want to go to OKC, I want to go to San Antonio. He can't win no rings over there?
Why y'all?
I mean, the way it is, man, it's too competitive, man.
Why y'all
too competitive now?
Why y'all always doing this, bro? Shit just be so simple, and y'all want to go everywhere and fly all around the top. Man, if they gave you a 10-question test, right?
Exactly.
And if you get 6 wrong,
you fail. You fail. You fail.
So that's it. What the fuck is we talking about? That's it. He went to 10 finals. He lost 6. He went to 10 finals. He lost 6. What the fuck is we talking about?
We had you had people like Michael Jordan who was coached by Phil Jackson. You had people like Tim Duncan who was coached by Greg Popovich. You had people like wait, hold on. You had people like Magic Johnson who was coached by Pat Riley. LeBron ain't never had a coach.
Can't play without the ball.
Never had a coach.
Can't play without the ball.
You go do a podcast.
With Tyronn Lue, man.
You go do a podcast and you make fucking JJ Redick your coach because y'all had a fucking conversation. Now he y'all head coach.
He uncoachable.
You want to talk about Phil and all that. This nigga he get coaches fired.
Yeah.
The hell are you talking about? He don't want no coaching. He feel like he the player coach. So he never played in the system, none of that.
Can't play without the ball.
He feel like he that good. But that's what happens when you go to 10 finals and you lose 6. That's just when you don't like to get coached.
I wouldn't want to coach. If I was a coach, I would. He too big. His head too big, man. He picked his own ball.
We talking about a player who played the game the right way, no matter what.
He put in
much respect to LeBron James, man. I'm gonna land my plane on that.
He a longevity GOAT. I'll give him that. He the GOAT of longevity. Staying healthy, and I'm gonna give him that.
So that's all? That's it? That's it?
He the go to propaganda. He the go to propaganda. He a real good player. He's really great. He the go to propaganda. And he not top 5 all time. Y'all can say that shit. That's for Stephen A. and them.
Once he lose all that,
I just don't.
Once he loses athleticism, then how Mike developed that 17-footer nobody couldn't block. What LeBron gonna lose all that?
He never loses athleticism. He's 40 years old.
Y'all niggas going off I don't listen. Let me tell you something, yo. If a nigga just say I'm gonna take the shot every fucking time, and that's what I'm gonna do because I'm gonna do, and he put up fucking 20 shots and missed 18 of them, but he's gonna put up the 20. And this next nigga say, well, I'm gonna make the smart pass. I'm gonna do what I do, but I can take them same 20 shots. And out of them same 20 shots that he took, he made 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's not, man. Stop it, man. That's not what's going on. We got specific moments.
That's playing basketball right.
No, it's not. No.
Let me land my plan. Let me land mine. You can't talk about playing the game right, and then when a guy played the game all the way right, the way the game's supposed to be played, then you say, no, he don't have this in him.
Facts,
like, y'all looking at intensity. Y'all looking at this. If we going off statistically as far as if he put in his work and did what he did, y'all just looking at the skill set, what you see Mike and them do on the court, the way they approach the game. I feel all of them approach the game the same way with the same
intention. Don't, man. You blinded, man. You bugging.
They don't finish the same. They may not finish the same, but they approach
it the same. They do not approach the game the same. It's nothing.
Fuck out of here,
nothing that LeBron do is the approach of what Kobe do. That playing ha-ha bullshit that he be doing, he want to befriend that passive-aggressive shit. That's why he is 4-6. And Kobe is 5-2 in the finals. Because Kobe is the dude that said, the job ain't done yet. LeBron is the person that said, man, it's just basketball. They two different people. Don't even ever put them in the same category of approach. That's kind of crazy you doing that.
We talking about mindset of niggas. Y'all narrowing the game down to the mindset of niggas. We ain't talking about the skill set that it takes to play the fucking game. Y'all going down to the mindset.
That had nothing to do with them. That was a mentality. That was a mentality.
The skill set says it all. He's top 10.
No, he don't got that much skill over Kobe. That's a mentality.
The skill set says it all. He's top 10 in every statistical category.
That's a mentality, Rob. Listen. You running a corporation. You running a corporation, right? You the nice guy boss. The nice guy boss that everybody shake their hand at the company. They don't make no fucking no damn money. They don't make no money doing that shit. The guy that comes in and is the asshole, he makes all of the profit. And everybody in terms the company get to eat. So basically, at the bottom line, when you run in a company and you run in a corporation, it's a certain way you got to do it. It's a blueprint that's been laid out by how you got to do it. Mike showed you how you had to do it. Kobe showed you how you had to do it. Even Tim Duncan in his approach and his way showed you how you had to do it. He want to come along with this happy-go-lucky shit, and that's why he losing. That's why he asked if it was 10 questions.
Four championships is losing.
Out of 10 years.
It's a 40. It's a 40.
We ain't gonna down this. We ain't gonna down this hill. My boy Dream hit me the other day. We was chopping it up about something, and he was talking about these new the prom and this graduation. He had seen the graduation with the kids in Louisiana, and you know how they do their little dancing and shit after the. It probably went viral. All the kids on there dancing and shit after the prom. And matter of fact, go ahead, Dream. You take off.
I think it's disgusting. Y'all laugh all you want.
Why you say that?
Yo, this nigga here no filter, man. This nigga is I'm gonna stop calling you Mr. Non-Filter, man. You don't got no filter, man. You just say fuck everything, yo. Put it all on the floor.
One at a time, brothers.
But yeah, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak. I don't know how many of y'all attended proms. I'm gonna tell you, me speaking on myself. I attended 3 proms, right, Dream? I was attending proms since I was a freshman.
Man, I seen you with that ugly ass Steve Harvey suit on.
Steve Harvey.
Oh shit! You know that nigga trying to get. He trying to be the sharpest knife in the fucking drawer.
So
that nigga there's something else.
I feel the tradition of the prom. It's necessary into a standard of the way we used to do it. Bring you into a different formal world of formal events. I just feel today, and it's really only in the black community. And I'm gonna tell you why it's in the black community, why it's terrible, because it's showing real terrible vibes of how materialistic.
Man, I just gave these people 13 years of my life, man, from pre-K all the way up to graduation. I can't shake my shit for about 2-3 minutes.
But this is the thing. This is the thing, though. No.
I think you talk long, Rob.
Let me land my plane.
We're not talking about prom, Rob.
I've been waking up in the morning since 6 o'clock in the morning since I was 5 years old, my nigga. This shit is over right now. I just got my baton. I got my certificate. I graduated. I can't do a little wiggle.
Yeah.
I gave these people 13 years. Yeah. They gave me a piece of paper.
Culture moving, man. The culture moving. You got to keep up with the culture, man. All that shit is changing, man. That traditional shit is out the window.
Tradition is a turkey, my nigga. That's it, my nigga.
It's like I said. Everything is a celebration, bro.
We can't say we want to be respected. We can't say we want to be respected on the highest levels and then show our ass at one of the most sacred.
Thank you. But though,
let me say something real quick.
Our style is always taken. When we show our ass, it's taken by somebody else's culture. They follow us anyway. Now we just not following tradition no more.
Hey, hold on, Bez. Hey, Blizz.
Yo.
You saying showing your ass. Was she showing any skin?
No.
Man, I'm talking about act that you.
I know what you said. She dressed appropriate.
She was dressed in a cap and gown.
Yeah. What's wrong with the girl doing a little dance, my nigga?
It wasn't a little dance.
What you mean it wasn't a little dance? If she ain't show no,
they was twerking and they was doing all kind of dream-like movement, man, the whole time. It's a graduation. They just went to the prom.
Let planes land. Go ahead.
It don't matter.
Like it's a funeral. It's a celebration. That's what celebration.
Yeah, but
higher of learning. It's a celebration of learning, not a celebration of dancing, not a celebration of somebody else. Listen. It's somebody. It's other people's parents that's coming, right? That's filming, and they want to hear they daughter or son name called, and they bring in their grandparents. They want to clap, and they want to walk down the line. They want to get that, and that's a memory that they will have captured into the day that they die, that they can pass on to their kids, which is a tradition. You're taking that kind of tradition. Listen, it's some traditions that don't need to die, right? Like the tradition of the library, right? The tradition of the library is most people do not have computers or don't have books, right? That go to the library. And they need to go in there. They need a quiet place to study and get work done, right? So if you want to come in the library and jump up and down and make noise, you don't expect nobody to go, shh. No. It's the same analogy because let me land it. It's the same analogy because it's certain people. It's been a tradition that you grab your diploma and shake the hand and keep walking. And it's the same tradition in the library that if you in there acting crazy, that somebody gonna say, shh. It's the same difference. So when people looking at you, sitting there saying to yourself, yo, they looking crazy out there. We not supposed to. They say they looking crazy. We're supposed to say, oh, it's just a new day and age. Let them go ahead and do that. They just
damn right.
Stress.
Damn right. It's our culture.
Okay, but hold on. Let me ask y'all real quick. Hold on. Let me say something real quick. Whose tradition is we talking about? Because since the beginning of time, we celebrated everything with shaking our motherfucking ass and dancing. Since the beginning of time.
Right.
No, that's just the way. No, that's the way we incorporated everything. Because that's the way we incorporated everything.
No, Ron.
That's the way. No. That's the way we incorporated.
Back before listen, bro. Back before they threw us in chains and brought us over here, bro. We celebrated everything.
Yeah. No, dance. No, you're right. No, you correct. Dancing and music was so cool. Yeah. Yeah, you 100% on that because it was more. It's more celebratory. So
what the twerking gonna do? What is the? Hold on, you got your diploma. Hold on, time out. No, time out. You grab your diploma, right?
Right.
No, I'm trying to imagine this, right? You grab your diploma. You shake. Do you shake the hand or do you just twerk?
Yeah.
You twerk first or you shake the hand? Because I'm confused. Because you get so excited from getting this piece of paper that's probably not even going to matter because you're going to go to a school and you're going to quit the first semester, or you're going to get pregnant, or you're going to damn, or you going to damn sell weed on campus. I'm telling you the numbers. The numbers say this. Wow. The numbers say that women graduate at a higher rate. The male is usually going to drop out after the first semester, or he's going to take some kind of sabbatical, or he's going to get in some kind of trouble on campus. You can look up the numbers. Badge, you went to school, you graduated. I'm not lying.
No, but
hold on. I'm a graduate of it, bro. And I went through this shit. Everybody in the section that I was in, which was the Bachelor of Science, which is a psychology degree, we all did a celebration when we walked across that stage.
That was college. Yeah. That was college.
No,
we talking about you paid for higher learning. We talking about high school. We talking about high school students that's grabbing a diploma that ain't even paid to go to school, ain't paid to go through nothing. They just grabbing a diploma and they just gyrating and twerking.
Let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. Would you like it better? Well, what would have been the difference if all the white peoples got up and did the fucking what's the name of the little shit? The electric slide in unison. And all the white people in the electric slide
it would have been classless.
Barn dance. That would have been more appropriate.
It would have been all rhythm and classless. It's a time and place for everything. No. I'm one of the type of people. Let's keep the main thing the main thing. When we talking about basketball, I don't care if you are a male or a female. If you play in the WNBA, I don't care how you look. Can you really ball? Okay. If you play in the NBA, can you really ball? If you play in the NFL, can you ball? If we are in school, when you graduate, just walk and just get up out of there. It's learning. That's all it is.
That's you sticking on tradition. Back then, they didn't have the 6'9" guards the way they do, dribbling, shooting threes and shit. If you want to stick to tradition, they gonna say, get your ass on the blocks, bro.
What is it gonna hurt? Let me ask that question. Them doing that dance, what is it gonna hurt?
It hurt an image. It's an image. It's an image that you put in people's mind that when they look at us every single time that we in a situation and we look uncivilized. It just look uncivilized. It look like you cannot control yourself. That's what it looked like.
Or do it look like a bad look? It looked like our culture to me. It looked like that's our culture. We had an all-black school. You ain't see no white people in doing that shit. You want no white people graduating. That's an all-black school. That's our culture. What the fuck you want us to do?
Celebrate it. As long as it's appropriate, it's good. Ain't nobody go up there and get a middle plane.
It wasn't appropriate, Baz. You must have not seen it, man. They was jumping around, swinging their hair. It wasn't even theirs. They was swinging their shit, throwing their caps up. They was violent.
Louisiana, that's how they do.
So why they can't just wait till the barbecue after the graduation? It's coming. You know the family got a barbecue waiting on them.
All these people paying all these thousands of dollars for prom. All these proms that they flying off in helicopters. You just paid all this money. Do you go to the prom before graduation, right?
Right.
Yep. Yes, you do. Yeah.
You should have relieved all that stress out in there. You probably got pregnant that night.
Let me ask you this.
Y'all rating and twerking and doing this shit during. Grab your diploma and keep moving.
Let me ask you this right here.
Yeah, man, ain't nothing wrong with no celebration, man. Like if you they yo, because they could be a lot of the many percentile that just didn't go, that just didn't graduate. But guess what? They did. They graduated. Fuck that. I'm celebrating.
They don't even graduate nowadays. They don't even
do the administration at the school. Do the administration at the school accept them doing that?
Who the fuck y'all think played the song, bro? Who y'all think played the song?
Who does the administration?
Who y'all think played the song, man?
Does the administration allow them to do that?
They don't have a
play the song.
Of course.
We don't know if they got in trouble or not.
If the administration don't allow it, then they breaking the rules. Period.
So what? It was a situation where people got in trouble. Did people get in trouble?
It just looked bad. It's the perception. The perception is reality.
They ain't getting in trouble, then I guess nobody seen nothing wrong with it.
You didn't, but I'm telling you I did, and you saying you didn't. It's the way you perceived it is it wasn't wrong. The way I'm perceiving it as it's wrong.
Who played the song? Who played the song at the school? What they was dancing to, Aaron? Who played the song?
Somebody that wanted to make us look foolish.
No.
Hold on, listen.
It's taken over by culture vultures, man. They want to like next year. I guarantee you see somebody white doing that shit, man.
And it's gonna look bad. Let's keep the main thing the main thing.
White people do the same.
How they been doing for years.
It's plenty videos.
Let Low speak.
There's plenty videos that you can watch on any social media platform. You will find a teacher twerking in class.
Yeah, right.
But they inappropriate too, though. They inappropriate for that.
Nah, it ain't appropriate. If you about it? It's a dance, Blizz. So there's more voluptuous than other.
Hello, it's a time and a place for everything. That's all I'm saying.
Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this real quick.
Having fun. Megan Thee Stallion, for example.
Don't even start me with her, but go ahead.
One of the biggest fucking twerkers or entertainers you ever gonna see. But guess what? She went to college and she was accepted.
Yeah.
End of the day,
that's
you can't
act
like
that's a fact.
The worst thing in the fucking world.
No, but a lion piece of nothing.
Okay,
she makes the most. Listen.
In jail, man. She just put a man in jail, man. She just put a man in jail, man.
I mean, and I understand that. But she makes the most explicit music next to Sexy Red.
Yeah.
And she still graduated, bro. They accepted her in college, bro. She walked down the aisle, bro.
You're not getting what I don't think.
So, like,
listen,
no,
let me slow it up.
No, wait, let me land my plane. She wasn't stereotyped because of the music she made.
But people
or the videos she shot.
People just celebrate different.
Yeah, they celebrate different.
And I can perceive it as different, right? So basically what we're saying is we can do whatever we want to do. We just can't talk about it. That's not it. You are entitled to do whatever you want to do, but it's judgment that comes with it. So what I'm saying is that's cool that they doing that, right? That's cool. I'm saying y'all might judge it or perceive it as one thing. I'm looking at it as something totally different. I'm looking at it as like it's classless and it's bullshit. That's how I'm looking at it.
You
like, yo, keep the main thing the main thing.
You looking at it the same way the KKK see that shit, man.
When Kaepernick took the knee, how did you feel, Dream, when Kaepernick took the knee?
I felt like Kaepernick was a coon doing that. I felt like Kaepernick was a coon for doing that. Because let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because he only did that when he was benched.
Dream was skinhead, man. This nigga Dream was skinhead, man.
Nah, man. I gotta call it spade a spade.
This man is skinhead. This man an Aryan brother. This man an Aryan brother, man.
I want us to do better. You only took a knee. You only took a knee when you was benched. You ain't do that when you was starting. You ain't do it when you was starting. You took a knee when you got benched. Muhammad Ali had the title. Muhammad Ali had the title. He was the champion and said, nah, y'all can have that. That's why he means so much. And he practiced what he preached. This man took a knee and wore this afro and did a bunch of nothing. He did a bunch of nothing.
So you feel like
no. He did that for us.
He said, what did he do for us?
I mean, he took a stand. Like, tradition got to stop. All that fucking the national anthem, like, do niggas really know what that shit is really about? That shit ain't about us at all.
For that. He didn't take a knee for that.
In general, like, that's why they took the shit out of the school.
Money. You know he took money. Why he took the settlement? If you so self-righteous, why you taking their money?
That's what rule. I can say
that is a phony,
I gotta
man.
get some sound effects in this motherfucker, boy. It's gonna be crazy.
We are at the age right now that we not even think about it. We are the old people. Like, y'all got 20-year-old kids. So if my son get up there, he graduate, I don't give a fuck if you do a back tuck off the stage. Nigga, you did it. I'm proud of you. I don't care about
and that. You got a right to feel like that. You got a right to feel like that. Ain't nothing wrong with thinking like that.
You do, but I'm behind you filming. I'm behind you filming, and I'm waiting for my child name to be called, and I just seen that silly shit, and I'm looking like you better not do that shit. That's what I'm saying in my head.
Listen.
Right, bro. It ain't all about what
listen real quick. Go ahead, Lo.
So if them people want to twerk, if that child want to twerk, man, that don't take nothing away from them graduating. Judge a person just
what do the twerking make you? Do it just make you feel better?
Hold on. And how I'm looking at it is on the movie Roots. They snatched up Kunta and all his homeboys, took them off, made them warriors and everything, right? When they brought them niggas back to town, bro, everybody was there dancing, shaking motherfucking ass for them, man.
We talking about life and death. You talking about graduation.
I'm talking about they graduated from boy to men.
Well, Kunta was over for him.
But when they got back to town, everybody was dancing and shaking ass, though.
I'm just saying
our culture.
For death,
our culture to do that.
I'm saying that we are at the age right now where our children will be graduating soon. So if your son get up there and if he struggled out, if he's a straight A student, if your son accomplish anything, if he do whatever he do after the graduation, you gonna walk up to him and say, "Son, why the fuck did you do that?"
Yeah. I'll tell you why. Because you were put into school to do this, right? Do you celebrate? Do you twerk when you pay your rent or your mortgage?
It's still an accomplishment.
Do you celebrate when you pay your rent or mortgage each month? That's an accomplishment. To make it with these economy prices, to pay your rent and mortgage is a celebration every month. Do you twerk when you do that?
No.
You're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to graduate. Why the fuck you getting up there doing that shit?
She should. If this my payroll by myself, she should.
Nah. Get back to the fucking fact at hand. You supposed to do this. The government says by law you have to be in homeschooling or some schooling else. They're going to come lock me up. So you got to do this for me to stay free, right? So being that you got to do this, what the fuck is the celebration if this is something you got to do?
That's just like saying, hold on, Dre. That's just like saying you get married or whatever next month, and you come in and you like Trail. As a matter of fact, when he did his first dance, he was doing his thing, the different than traditional.
That's a ceremony.
A graduation is a ceremony. Same thing.
It's an educational ceremony. Back to the library that I was telling you. In the library.
That doesn't affect your brain. I know motherfuckers that sit there and talk stupid all day, but can answer any question to a test and pass the fucking test that you put in front of them.
We're not saying that it make our youth less than what they are because they do that. We saying that it's a time and a place for everything, and that ain't the particular place to do that at. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I'm telling you, you got two different types of schools. You got a traditional school and you got HBCUs. I'm telling you, at HBCU graduations, they are going to cut the fuck up. Listen.
I know you graduated from there, and I don't want to insult it, but let me ask you a question. HBCU school, they don't even get drafted like the big league, the other big schools, right? So we know that it's looked down upon by the bigger schools. You know, and I know they get less funding, they get less everything, right? So that's more expected of some shit like that happening over there, opposed to something happening at a University of Wisconsin or Arizona or UCLA or something like that. A place that is called higher learning. So pretty much you got a degree, and nobody, and that's a great accomplishment. But if somebody from UCLA walking in, put that degree on the table, that degree holds a little bit more weight. So they pretty much okay with y'all doing that little shit over there. That's what we saying. We looked at, and our tradition is frowned upon. So they let you do whatever over there. You know what I'm saying? They don't let you do whatever in a traditional school that they take it seriously when they go places. When you come in with that UCLA, that degree, that is taken seriously.
That shit got Duke on it, and you in the door. Like Wake Forest, you in the door. I understand. You're absolutely right. But I'm saying that the times are changing now to where like the clean cut and all that and the suits.
You settling too, bro. You settling. That's what's happening. Y'all starting to settle with the bullshit.
Yes. It's changing. Like
man, y'all skinheads, man.
You go to these big ass cities down towards the bank. You may see
skinning, ain't they, Chief?
Yeah, man, for real, man.
Y'all niggas skinning, man. Y'all niggas skinning, man.
This is what we do.
Y'all, man.
So basically,
what we do. This is how we act. This is who we is. Since the beginning of time. If you don't like it, you're a fucking skinhead, man.
So if you sick, right? So if you sick, do you do the same things that make you sick, or do you go see a doctor?
You go see a doctor. But guess what?
So sometimes when you go see a doctor, they tell you to make changes so you don't get sick, right? So if we are perceived at the bottom amongst the people that's on this earth, I didn't say we are. If we're perceived as them, why don't we make a change and go get a prescription to make a change? Because the way we going, if we still perceive that way,
you can't change everything.
No.
You can fix perception by stop doing monkey shit. That's monkey shit.
Fuck that.
No, that's monkey shit because that's what.
So you trying to tell me at the same colleges we talking about? At the same colleges we talking about, why is the drum leader not white with no rhythm?
That's what they say. It's monkey shit. It's monkey shit.
At the same college we talking about, the drum leader nigga is a black motherfucker. Half the drill team is black. Half the band is black, and we out there jamming. That's what we do, Dream.
Exactly.
We are. That's us as a culture, and they're trying to take it from us.
That's all about music. We all about fashion. That's what we do.
We are the ones.
What about what we saying? Right? Make y'all think that we don't understand all that.
Apparently, you don't.
Because like
you're not understanding that it's a time and a place for everything. All you got to do.
Graduation is a place where you celebrate the fuck out of. You get married one time. You're supposed to get married one time. Not saying people got married twice or 3 or 4 times, but when you get married, bro, that's your day, bro. Do what you do. That's your day. If you want to come out and do a cartwheel and a split, bro, that's your day. Enjoy it.
It ain't just your day though, bro. It's everybody who graduating day. And if I go take if my daughter and my son graduate, hold on, let me lay my plane, Bears. If I go to my son and my daughter graduation, which I hope to attend, if my daughter get up there and start twerking, bro, and my mama there, she gonna look at me like, Sean, what the fuck did you raise this? How the fuck did you raise this girl?
I raised an intelligent lady that just graduated.
That she got is not going to stop her from getting the job that she needs. If she get her, for instance, a medical MD, if she go up there and twerk or whatever, when her graduation comes, that's still not going to take them credentials from her being a doctor.
For sure. But what it is gonna do is it's gonna keep that perception of us that we don't have no self-control, bro. You see what I'm saying?
What perception? We are the ones that control the culture. Everybody wants to be like
that.
We
don't. No, we don't. We don't.
I done landed my plane on this topic.
We don't control no culture. They tell us They tell us who the best basketball players are. Kind of the reason why we do this right here, because we have these conversations all the time, right? And how many times have I got on the phone and said, yo, this dude ain't good at ball. But on ESPN, they saying he the best dude. They paid to twist and put things into the way they need to put it in, right? We don't get paid to do that. We just having general conversation, right? And generally speaking, that perception is reality. That no matter how we look at it, so all that we control the culture, we don't. They tell us Boss Man D-Lo, the new dude. Now we all listen to his music and we just go crazy over him. They say he in with transsexuals. We go on to the next person. They say he goes Sexy Red. We don't control no culture. They tell them when to come out. They control them. So for us to think that we control something that they don't even have control over is a big misconception that we have, and we got to stop thinking that. We don't. The
reality is, in high school, they told us not to get tattoos because it was going to keep us from getting jobs. White people started tatting up their whole goddamn body. Now it's cool. In reality, they told us not to have dreadlocks or it couldn't get us no jobs. Now whole got shit hanging down to his fucking shoulders. Now it's fucking cool. The reality is, yo,
how many people in the bank you seen with dreadlocks? How many bankers? How many people that's presidents of banks that you seen with dreadlocks? I'll give you all month. Come on, look it up. And I'm not knocking nobody. I'm telling you, perception is reality.
They might not have it now, but eventually they're gonna have it.
How many presidents of a bank that you see? How many presidents of a bank do you see with tattoos in their face or hands?
None. But I bet you as soon as
how would you feel if you hit the lottery? How would you feel if you hit the lottery, right? You hit the lottery and you went to go speak to a money manager and he had tattoos all on his face and on his arms. Would you feel more comfortable with him or a short bald head dude?
You being judgmental, basically, brother.
No, we talking about perception is reality, right? We talking about your money now. We ain't talking about fake money. We talking about if it's your money.
I know how to read. What the paperwork look like? I don't give a fuck what he look like. What the paperwork look like?
What about your doctor? What about your doctor? You facing a medical condition. Let me tell you a little short story one time, right? I got a little quick story one time.
I'm kind of racist when it comes to doctors. Give me a white person or an Indian.
No, I want Chinese.
I'm just kind of racist when it comes
to
Chinese.
I want one of them chinks, man.
Give me a chink. Yeah, I want a chink.
And why do you want that? And why do you want that?
I'm glad you
said that.
I know they're more smarter. I know they.
No. You said what? You said they're more smarter.
Wow.
That's deep. That's deep.
Wow.
So that's deep.
Wow.
Do you perceive them as being smarter, or is it that they smarter?
I perceive them as being more like more smarter than
bingo.
He don't even know he's
backflipping doing some monkey shit. I'm perceiving them as out of control at the moment or emotional. Perception is reality.
I'm glad you said that because I see my doctor every 3 months. When I go see my doctor, he have on this the shit or whatever, and he have on Jordan 1s every fucking time. He love them. Jordan 1s.
That don't make him not a doctor. Right. That don't make him not a doctor. I'll tell you the story about my doctor. I went to go see my doctor one time. And I go the first time I go to meet a new primary. This dude is about 6'6", like 390 pounds. Right then and there, I call my brother on the phone. I am switching my doctor. I switched to my brother primary. My doctor can't have, he told me he taking pressure medicine. What the hell can you tell me about health? And I'm looking how I'm looking, and you 390 pounds. That's I can't even take you serious.
That's why they say
I can't even take you serious.
That's why they say
you're stereotyping though.
No, it's not a stereotype. I'm physically looking at somebody that's not in better shape than me trying to tell me about health.
That is. That's like that's
somebody that's not in physically better shape than me about to tell me about my health. That is
he got health problems though.
My
health problems. So you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot from them.
I'm coming to get checked out. I'm coming to get checked out to make sure I'm on the up and up. He got health problems. I'm looking how I'm looking, and he looking how he looking. How he gonna give me health tips?
Because you can learn a lot from a dummy.
You going perception. You looking at him, not what's going on.
I physically seen an obese doctor. I'm not used to seeing that. I'm used to seeing short white men with bald heads. That's 150, 60, 70 pounds. That's a doctor to me.
And guess what?
That's perception. Lo can be a doctor. He can come in there with a hat on just like that, long as he know what he's talking about.
Hey,
that's what matters.
Hey, Dream, that ain't make no sense because you can have what you saying that skinny ass doctor you talking about, he can have health problems. So it's not that. It's not about none of that, bro. That's all perception, just like we was talking about.
What I just said.
But what is you can't judge.
Yeah, man, you only like that.
Nah, I'm not. We talking about perception.
No, but I'm saying
you can't judge by the cover, brother. You can't judge by the cover. You got to open the book and read.
Can't do that.
I'm not saying. I'm not telling you. Listen, so we on the same page. I'm not telling you that is right. I'm telling you that's what it is. If you look at a can of corn on the aisle and it's banged up and mashed, you're gonna reach behind and get the other one that's not banged up. Because you're looking at it as it's messed up. You perceiving it as it's already messed up. It has a dent in it.
All them white doctors be on trial for writing fake scripts any goddamn way.
Yeah, and they get hired in the most. They get hired in the most.
Yeah. Right now, your primary doctor a fucking
cocaine is ridiculous right now.
Yo, check it out, man. Yo, look, man. That got deep right there, man. But that's another episode, fellas. Everybody, you know, like we're gonna take this one on out right here, just like that. So tune in next time. Lane You Plane 910 podcast. You already know. It's the guys, man. You already know. Check it out. Subscribe.
My doctor ain't on Adderall either.